AITA for wanting no contact with MIL after she slept with my daughter? My husband and I have 2 young children. My parents made arrangements to take vacation time to fly from out of state and visit us and the kids for Christmas. We have a small apartment, so they decided to get a hotel. My MIL lives an hour away from us and invited herself to our house for Christmas morning. We didn't want her to come because she causes drama sometimes, and this was special time I wanted to spend with my family. She has some strange quirks about her and has started fights during get-togethers and holidays before, but I said yes because I didn't want to be the bad guy and exclude her. Since she lives an hour away, she never wants to come over for a day visit and always whines and cries to stay the night. We don't like inviting her for overnight stays for a few reasons. One is that she overstays her welcome and she never knows when to leave. She has a way of displaying affection sometimes that can make others feel uncomfortable, and my husband says that she's always made him feel uncomfortable about how she tried to push her physical affection onto him. She was also left/abandoned dead by her mother from age 3 to 6, and has disclosed she was molested then as well as other times by uncles in her family. This is relevant because recently it seems she has developed an obsession with sleeping in bed with my 2 children, and it's giving my husband and I major pedo vibes. We do not allow this with our children for several reasons. My husband and I do not co-sleep with our children and never have. I would have loved the opportunity to do this, but everyone around me told me it was unsafe to do that, and I could kill my babies in their sleep by accidentally suffocating them. Now that they are older, they are completely used to sleeping in their own beds. If one wakes up and comes in to sleep with us, it causes the other one to get jealous, and it disrupts our entire routine, and makes it harder to get them to sleep in their own beds again. We also don't want to risk them getting sick by sleeping right next to a visiting grandparent. My youngest daughter, who is 5, also still has accidents in her bed. We also want to teach them boundaries with their bodies and don't feel that it's appropriate to arrange for them to sleep with another adult when they don't do it with us, as that might make them very uncomfortable and they may have trouble expressing that at their young age. When a child wakes up in the middle of the night saying they can't sleep, we usually walk them back to their beds and help soothe them back to sleep in their own beds. MIL has asked, and her and husband have already had this discussion before, and she says that it's okay and normal in her culture for family members to sleep with the babies. But he tells her we are not comfortable with it and they have 4 sets of grandparents, and they don't do this when any of the other grandparents stay over. Yet she continues to ask, and husband will tell her no, you will sleep downstairs or you can sleep on the couch and not give her any room for further discussion on the subject. During Christmas, she waited for an opportunity to corner me when I was by myself. She said, "Oh, so your daughter said she wasn't having accidents anymore." I said she does still have them on occasion, but she has been doing so much better and I was really proud of her. Couple moments later she asked about whether my parents were staying at a hotel or with us. I said they were at a hotel. Then she says that she brought her air mattress and she was really hoping that she could have the kiddos sleep with her on her mattress with her, just one time. I said, sorry, but we don't do that with them and none of the other grandparents do either. She asked me again and I said, no, we aren't comfortable with them sleeping with other adults as it disrupts their routine. She then goes, okay, I guess I'll just wait to do it when they're over at my house, then. I did not respond to her, since I didn't want to ruin my Christmas. I told my husband about the conversation later that evening when we were getting ready for bed, and he was livid. He also said he saw her follow our daughter into our son's room and close the door, so he ran up to the door to eavesdrop and overheard her asking my daughter if she wanted to sleep with grandma. He barged in and escorted her downstairs. But this would have been after the conversation she had with me. The next morning, my daughter woke us up saying she had a nightmare and slept with her grandma. Her grandma said she kept her in bed with her because she didn't want her to wake anyone else up since it was around 5 a.m. in the morning. My husband and I feel we cannot trust her anymore and that she has a complete disregard for our wishes as parents. She also keeps trying to kiss everyone in our family, including me, on the lips. I give her my cheek and she moves to kiss my lips. I watched her chase my son around the apartment on Christmas because she kept saying kiss me on my mouth and he was running away from her because he didn't want her to. AITA for wanting to go no contact with her for a while after what she did and how she undermined us as parents in our own house.